immediately, because as soon as I can kill those destroyers, my bears get very good. And now that I've gotten level 4 my Beastmaster, I immediately summon out that Hawk to try to deal some damage to those abominations, which of course die very fast to... so I use that, die fast to Hawk, sorry, so I use that potion on my Beastmaster. And here I was planning on town portaling, but he got a Death Coil off just in time. It was a nice move by him, but you'll notice that he got very out of position in the process. So he was able to kill my Beastmaster, but due to my positioning in that fight, he was not able to kill any of my Dryads, really. So I was clever of him killing that bear there. I was trying to rejuvenate it, but he got the Nova off in time. In any event, I was able to keep my Dryads alive, and now, just with a single bear and a lot of Dryads, I'm able to make sure that he doesn't run in with the Fiends he has and kill my Dryads. So even though I lost my Beastmaster, that was a good fight for me. I did kill his Naga, pretty much all of his Abominations and Destroyers, and some of his Fiends as well. If you go right over to his vision at this point, you'll see that he's at 43 food while I'm at 64. And at this point, I'm pretty confident in being able to win the game. However, the game is not won. Remember this, as a Night Elf player, if you find yourself in this situation, you have your expansion, you've won a fight, they don't have an expansion. The game is not won. Undead can very easily get back up to a 50 food army, and an Undead 50 food army can beat an Elf 70 food army if you're not careful. And specifically, a lot of time that comes down to heroes. You just need to be very careful with your heroes. I wasn't careful enough for my Beastmaster last fight. If he had managed to kill my Panda as well as my Beastmaster, despite my huge army advantage, I would have lost. The Undead heroes, in and of themselves, are enough to kill pretty much any army if you don't have your heroes alive. So bear in mind that even if things are looking good in this particular, like in a situation like this, you still need to make sure to play the fights very carefully and be conservative with your heroes. And obviously, judicious use of staff is very important whenever you're using bears against fiends to make sure that they stay alive and that they don't die to the destroyers, or at least keep as many of them alive as you can. So a good bear dried mix is good, as well as the upgrades are always very important. I generally get the armor upgrades first because it's more important that my bears stay alive, because they already do plenty of damage against fiends, and my Dryads and my Panda will be doing the majority of the damage for most of the time. So here I catch him trying to run to my expansion. I immediately catch his Death Knight out of position. So I focus it for a little while, and then I force a TP. This is another good situation for me. I tried to kill a Fiend there before he got out, but he was able to get out in time. But I was able to staff the unit he was focusing, so I didn't lose anything, and he used his Town Portal. So good situation for me. Because again, I still have that resource advantage. You may be wondering why I'm not explicitly scouting that, or why it's taken me so long to explicitly scout his expansion mine. If he had expanded at that mine, you would be able to see the Undead Scourge at the edge of the trees there, which I could see from where I was standing. And since I didn't see the Scourge, I knew he hadn't expanded. So now at this point, I've gotten up to 80 food. I have pretty good upgrades. I have my expansion mine up. I have an additional expansion going up at my natural, and my main tree of life is going to be able to walk over to take the last remaining mine. So I have pretty much full map control at this point. Lots of resources. And so given that, I think that it's finally time to try to fight him. You'll notice how... try to fight him in his base, that is. You'll notice how long I waited before trying to do that. I sat at my expansion and I let him come to me. There's a reason for that. As long as I can prevent him from expanding, he has to come to me. Because I have the resource advantage, and eventually that will win me the game. If he has to come to me, why run to him? Undead bases are tough. There's no reason to fight in one unless you already have a huge advantage and you're trying to clinch the game, which is exactly what's happening right here. So I spent a lot of money. I bought healing scrolls, healing potions. Both my heroes are full on items. I've gotten all the way up to 80 food. At this point, I was considering buying sappers, but you'll notice with this army right here, sappers aren't the most useful thing. I mean, you'll notice what he's doing is he's putting pressures on my heroes. If I get sloppy with that Beastmaster, then and he's able to kill it, he may still have a fighting chance in this game. So again, don't get sloppy with your Beastmaster. My Beastmaster's been out in front, but it has a, and here he goes again, just trying to see if he can put pressure on it. The Beastmaster has a lot of outs, as you'll notice when I rejuvenate him here. So at this point, he's engaging me out of range of his towers. Even though I was slightly out of position at the start of that fight, I said, okay, I'm fine with fighting you out of range of your towers. I don't need to win the game here, but if I can just trade units, or even better, kill slightly more of his units than he kills of mine, then I'm in very good position. So you'll notice he immediately focused my Beastmaster, but I'm expecting that. So I use a health potion. And as soon as the Beastmaster gets low and in potential of dying, I town portal out, and in the meantime I kill every unit I possibly can. The downside of Undead hero focusing is if you can keep your hero alive while they focus your hero, you can kill a lot of their army because they're not coiling their own stuff. I was able to kill Destroyers, Fiends, a whole bunch of stuff. And again, if you go back to his perspective, you'll see that he's at 49. And so now, again, I still have this big resource advantage. And I was able to do a nice trade there, which means he's in a very, in a not very good position. And he knows that unless he expands at his natural mine, he was probably going to lose this game. So I'll be able to hopefully have a fight in the open to win. But even if that doesn't happen, I will mass back up to 80, possibly 100 if I feel it's necessary, and finally win a fight in his base. But again, lots of items on my heroes to make that happen. In the meantime, just making sure I maintain that resource advantage. You'll notice I killed my archer a moment ago. If you're at this point in the game, if you have map control, plenty of resources, you don't need archers. They don't do much. Stick with the Bear Dryad against his army. You might even add in Hippogriffs if you feel like he's going heavy air. In any event, we're coming down to a one more fight here. And again, you'll notice that I focus that Abomination. I don't try to run straight to his Fiends. And his Death Knight gets out of position in the process. And I'm using my Hawk to focus his heavy armor units. And again, he's focusing my Beastmaster, which again I'm expecting. So once again, I simply focus his units while I keep my Beastmaster alive and then TP away. And I've lost nothing, and he's lost his Death Knight, and he has no heroes, or he has no resources. So he says GG. And there you have it. That's a one way for Night Elf to play against Fiends. Things in particular that I think you should pay attention to are the timing of the expansion and the late game army usage. How I didn't choose to fight in his base when I didn't have to. How I knew when he had to come to me. And how I put extra emphasis on just making sure my heroes stayed alive, which I did pretty well with the one exception of losing that Beastmaster to a well-timed coil on his part. So I feel like those are the key elements here. Obviously, nothing particularly professional or exciting out of this game, but I feel like this is a solid strategy that you can hopefully learn some stuff from. So yeah. Let me know what you think. This is me. This is what it looks like when I play, and let me know if you like this, or you'd like me to do one out of every 3 commentaries like this, one out of every 5, or one out of every 2, or none at all. Let me know what you think, and I will do what you say. So I guess that's all for now. This will just be a nice short and sweet one for you guys. So this is Balance from WCReplays.com. Have happy holidays, everybody, and I'll see you next time.